for this Louisville squad.
So Louisville in the black jerseys, BC in the white jerseys. Quinten Post will jump against Brendan Huntley-Hatfield, and we're off and running at Connie Forum. Jaden Zachary will bring the ball across the timeline as Louisville starts out man-to-man. Devin McGlockton, the pass in the post to the big fella for the easy two.
When we were at Louisville shoot-around this morning, that was key number one, how we match up against Quinten Post. That time they decide not to double. Excellent post passing that time by Boston College.
You see that Louisville lineup. They got a huge contribution from many in their win against Georgia Tech, including that guy, White, who just hit the jumper, the transfer, Tre White from USC. But another guy you'll be looking at tonight is Caleb Glenn, his energy off the glass.
Yeah, they must do a job. Boston College keeping them off the glass, but that's the area of Quinten Post's game that I think is underrated. He is an excellent passer. He's a guy that draws so much attention. That time, beautiful backdoor cut by Zachary. Pinpoint passing by Post.
That Post was 63 assists, 60 turnovers. The three by Huntley-Hatfield rims out. The rebound to Jaden Zachary. There's Mason Madsen. He's 11 for his last 22 for the field. Post backing in on Huntley-Hatfield. And the rebound for the big fellow, who Kenny Payne, the second-year Louisville coach, calls one of the best forwards in the ACC.
Much improved.
Three is good as Mike James, the heart and soul of his team, nails it. He's 37% from three, 31 for 82. Louisville can score too, Mel.
And I think the thing is the post touch that time, and again, pinpoint passing by Quinten Post. Louisville very aggressive in the passing lanes, and that's two nice backdoor cuts. That time a wheel cut by Zachary.
An emphasis on the high-low game for the Eagles. Louisville yielding 78 points per game. White from the foul line's too strong, but he tracks down the loose ball rebound. Here's James. Tyler Johnson, an impressive freshman. Huntley-Hatfield on the baseline. Sealed off by Post. But James from three, and he had an open look.
Beautiful offense that time. Split the screen, and then James with the finish. And then right here again, backdoor cut off a nice little wheel cut by Zachary.
What a block by Madsen to frustrate Tre White. That's good hustle by the Eagles defense, something it's been a little bit in short supply for them the last couple games.
Yeah, he caught a break that time. Almost got beat backdoor that time for a layup. Great recovery by Madsen.
Post. Now to Claudell Harris, the transfer from Charleston Southern. Post aims for the three, and he's got it. What a start for the 7-footer Quinten Post. He has that type of range. He's 43% from three.
And that's all set up, though, by Jaden Zachary. Beautiful pass back that time to Post. And early on, though, both these teams executing at a high level offensively. A back and forth, and that time, nice high finish off the glass.
Yeah, Caleb Glenn has been really good the last 7 games. A developing project, but playing like a junior now, despite the fact he's a freshman. Madsen from three. Here comes Tyler Johnson, dropping dimes all over the floor recently, and the putback is good. So Louisville ties it up after White put it up and in. Tre White averaging 13 points. That's third on the squad.
And Louisville does a great job attacking the offensive glass.
Good pass again for the high post by Madsen, this time to McGlockton.
Most of the buckets by Boston College have been assisted. That time, another backdoor cut.
All of them 5 assists, 5 field goals. Huntley-Hatfield jockeying for position, too strong. Doubled. Glenn gobbles up the rebound. He eats them for dinner. And out of bounds. But Quinten Post feeling it in the early stages.
Well, nice action by Boston College on the 7-footer. Post stepping out and hitting the three. Boston College up 2 early.
BC with a 2-point lead over Louisville, and Louisville's been active on the offensive glass.
5 offensive rebounds early. That's a concern coming into this game for Earl Grant. But then offensively, Boston College has run some nice actions, and they've been active getting backdoor cuts, going against this aggressive Louisville defense. Good start offensively for both these teams.
Earl Grant donning the bright blue jacket. You think pull that off?
I tell you what, it's sharp. And another thing I will say is sharp. The job that he has done with this Boston College team. Again, I think the key word is progress. We had a chance to speak with him prior to the game, and he likes where his team is at in terms of the progress they've made.
Cross court, Johnson to Tre White. Good ball movement by the Cards. A double on Johnson. Almost a steal by McGlockton, fighting for the 50-50 ball. And out of bounds off of Louisville, BC basketball. Our officials are Roger Ayers, Lee Cassell, and Jamel Spearman. There's Kenny Payne. It's been a process for him. Still trying to rebuild the Louisville program with just 12 wins after many stops in the pro ranks and in college with John Calipari and company. But he always has a bright disposition.
I do. And again, I think there is some cause for optimism. Again, the last 4 games, they have been much better on both offense and defense. But I think the biggest thing is they're attacking on the paint, both on the offensive glass and then off the bounce. They did a good job of creating opportunities.
Cross court for White. 3 by Johnson is good. He gives the Cards the lead. Tyler Johnson shooting only 18% from 3. That's his 9th three-pointer of the season, but 9 points a game. And I mentioned his assist total, 86 assists, just 55 turnovers.
Yeah, and he also leads them in steals as well, too.
Good counter punch by Claudell Harris. Harris, a volume shooter. BC needs him to be effective.
Yeah, I think he's the X factor. Great elevation on his pull-up jumpers. And that's a good sign if you're Earl Grant and Boston College. Claudell Harris hitting an early jumper.
He's taken 144 three-pointers, 38% from 3. The 3, James, the follow. And out of bounds off of BC. Tyler Johnson has put up impressive numbers in that game against Florida State. February 3rd, the only player in Louisville history to post 27, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds. Decorated history of basketball in Louisville tells you a lot about his game.
Yeah, and they're, again, excited about him. And you look at what he's done the last 9 games. Again, he's doing a little bit of everything. We talked about his assist, but I think his defense as well, too. Again, he leads them in steals. Very active with his hands.
In the paint, James muscling in and drawing contact, and then one opportunity. Lee Cassell calls the foul on Jaden Zachary. Yeah. It's getting physical.
Yeah, these are 2 of the more physical guards in the ACC battling. That time, James wins out, and that's going to be a key matchup. Jaden Zachary going up against Mike James. Again, 2 of the more physical, better guards in the ACC.
You like Jaden Zachary's game. Why is that?
Well, I think he's the heart and soul of the Boston College team. Similar to Mike James at the free throw line. Those guys do a little bit of everything. I think they set the tone both on offense and defense. Again, that's going to be a key matchup.
Already our 5th lead change. Zachary, the crossover. Looking for Chaz Kelly, sophomore from Houston. And he is fouled. Good idea by Kelly to shoot that?
Absolutely. I think attacking, again, you're playing a Louisville team that's very aggressive to start this game off. Don't settle for jumpers. See if you can drive the ball and either get an easy deuce or set your teammate up, or do what Kelly's done and get it to the free throw line.
First foul on Mike James with Kelly at the line. BC as a team shoots 75%, 12 per game, but we saw our spotlight package to begin the game. Free throw shooting has waned for them in the last 5. Here's Saturday's ACC Network men's basketball triple-header. Number 7 North Carolina hosts Virginia Tech at 2 Eastern. Then Miami against these same BC Eagles at Connie Forum. And we cap the night with Louisville and Pittsburgh. Always outstanding action on the ACC Network and the ESPN app. Syracuse and North Carolina, the Orange, moments ago, 18 seconds left in the game, leading by 6.
The league is so deep, and we showed the standings. There is a logjam in the middle. Quality teams. No easy outs in league play.
That's for certain. A block on Johnson trying to drive on the baseline. Eagles collapsing effectively in the post. And that game's a final. Syracuse beat North Carolina 86-79. Number 7 Tar Heels go down at the Dome. Signature win for Adrian Autry in his first year. The Syracuse coach, Armani Mighty, off the Eagles bench, called for a double dribble by the veteran official Roger Ayers. Mighty is a project for Earl Grant.
He really is, but he's got something you can't teach, which is a great size and length. Again, he is going to be a guy, speaking with his coaching staff, they're excited about this young man and has added 20-plus pounds since he's arrived. Very strong, and you saw in the previous play defensively, providing some rim protection for Boston College.
And the shot is good by Tre White.
Well, he's got it going early, White. That's a nice little pull-up jumper. Not bad defense. That's just great elevation on that pull-up jumper there.
He has 6 of the Louisville 17 points. Zachary got in trouble, dribbled into traffic. Here comes Johnson. Number 23 in black is Alexander Payne for Louisville, the son of Kenny Payne, and the easy lay-in for Huntley-Hatfield, created by the penetration of Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson really, he is a jet flying up the court. That's all set up by him. He's putting a lot of pressure on the defense with his speed.
Zachary for 3. Weak side rebound by Huntley-Hatfield. Huntley-Hatfield, big boy move. And that was effective. Largest lead of the game for the Cards.
And Hatfield is absolutely right. Playing like a grown man down there. Again, he is just barreling his way down. And they're doing a nice job setting him up where he can catch it almost 1 foot in the post.
Donald Hand in the game for the Eagles to Prince Elite Bay. Back to Hand. Hand has had a hand injury the last couple games. Hoist the 3, no good. Payne the rebound. BC scoreless in the last 3+ minutes. And droughts have been an issue for this team throughout the year. Johnson holds. He's a confident guard.
I really like how he has started this game off. Again, he's changed pace, and then right there, show off the soft touch. He has controlled the tempo and pace in this first half thus far.
And Johnson passing to Huntley-Hatfield. This was pretty.
Well, this right here, again, showing off the mid-range, that time the floater. Louisville up 7.
Love is in the air at Toyota of Rothschild.
Early, though, on in this game, the issue has been rebounding and turnovers for Boston College.
The goal is to get out of that Tuesday first round of the tournament for both these squads. Syracuse's big win moves them up to the 9th spot at the moment. Obviously, fluctuations will continue throughout the month, you'd expect. Post. And he's got the 2. Nice job using the glass.
That's what you want coming out of a timeout. Again, Louisville had it going early on. They got a nice little lead. Call a timeout, get your best player back on the floor, play through Quinten Post. That's an excellent adjustment by Boston College out of the timeout.
Now about the steal by Chaz Kelly. Athleticism for the sophomore. Oh, Claudell Harris coughs it up. Here comes Tyler Johnson. The trailing 3. And a crash on the glass. It's an offensive rebound after the miss by Curtis Williams, but Quinten Post isolated.
Well, if Louisville's going to stay man-to-man and not double, I'm giving Quinten Post a touch every time. If I'm Boston College, again, let him go to work. If they double, he's an excellent passer, and have him pass out of the post. And again, he's right at the top of every scouting report anytime opponent goes up against Boston College.
And feasting at home against ACC opposition with 17 and 8. That foul was on Okorafor, his first. Second team foul. So Harris at the point for the Eagles with a screen by Post. Thought about the three. Low dribble, and he had to track it down. 6 to shoot. Madsen, the runner. Quick outlet by Huntley-Hatfield to Johnson. And he's got it. Man, is he outstanding in transition.
He is so fast. Again, they are looking for him. Transition defense was another concern for Earl Grant and Boston College. Again, that's what Louisville wants to do. Great transition off of their defense.
Quinten Post has 9 points, 7 below his season average at 16 points and 8 rebounds per game. He shoots 51%.
I'm not going to say he's just the best, one of the better players in the ACC, but one of the better bigs in the country, Quinten Post.
A foul on Claudell Harris. Any great freshman in the league. Johnson is one of them, and the outlet by Huntley-Hatfield was terrific.
And what I like about Johnson, his body control. Again, he's not just out there running fast without a purpose. He's changing directions, changing pace, and then he's got great body control when he gets into the paint. And those are some tough finishes through traffic.
Cardinals have made 5 of their last 6 shots. Johnson from 17. Mason Madsen, the Cincinnati transfer, gobbles it up. Harris streaking, and he's got it off the glass. Tough shot.
Oh, that's, again, many may say that's ill-advised when you got Post down there with a guard on him, but it went in. Degree of difficulty off the charts that time by Claudell Harris.
James through the double team. Kelly in the front court. He'll hold for Devin McGlockton. Post from 3. Yes, sir. Quinten Post, a one-man scoring spree for the Eagles as they're down by 1. It was 8 moments ago.
Well, this is why this guy will play at the next level. A 7-footer. He can post you up, but this is what makes him special. He can step out on the three-point line. Boston College on a run. Now only trailing by 1. Well, they're doing a nice job, Boston College, finding him. They're moving him around. They're posting him up, down low on the block. They're putting him in high ball screens, and then he's able to step out on the perimeter. He is a guy that can hurt you inside and outside. That's why he's a very difficult matchup, and he's got it going early on. So take a look at some Valentine's Day spared early here.
But you and I have known each other a long time. We just spent Valentine's Day together. What do you think?
No chance. I'm sorry. I like you, man, but I love my wife better.
I was going to say, I'm not sure your wife would like that either. Or my girlfriend, for that matter. But back in live action with Tyler Johnson. Back and forth affair. We expected this type of game, Malcolm, as both teams' offenses are likely going to thrive. Louisville loves to play wide open. The question is, can BC run with them and hang with them? If that happens, as the shot is good by Tre White. He maneuvered and somehow got around Mason Madsen, who picked up the foul.
That's the matchup problem right there. Again, he has really been physical and won right there through contact. And well, just like on the other end, I think the question becomes, do you double post? And then with this matchup right here with Tre White, as Roger Ayers is going to talk to him, felt like there was some extracurricular words being said afterwards. Veteran crew, knock it off, let's play ball, but make no mistake about it, White really, he has gone at him as we take a look at a turnover.
Now a pause in the action as official, Jamel Spearman, blew the whistle. They had to sub in after the free throw, and they forgot. So Louisville with possession. White has 9 points.
And they switched up, and now they've changed who is guarding.
James, the three, Aligbe, the rebound.
And they put Aligbe on White for more size and strength to keep White out of the paint with his post-ups.
Rebounding edge for the Cardinals, 12-7. Harris trying to back in. What a pass to McGlockton. Superb by Claudell Harris.
And Harris that time with the size advantage over Johnson. Backed him down, drew a double, then beautiful pass to McGlockton.
And sloppy by Tyler Johnson, but no look by Harris.
Right here again, patience and spacing by Boston College. Spin move, and that's a beautiful pass by Harris to McGlockton for the easy deuce.
Eagles with 7 assists on 11 field goals. They're shooting 65%, well above their season average of 46%. Harris driving, and he's got it. Claudell Harris playing with momentum.
And that's how you beat a team that's aggressive in the passing lanes. Boston College has done that multiple times in this first half.
And a travel against the Cardinals, so it's off the hinges for them as BC has scored 5 buckets in their last 5 attempts.
And right here again, look at the backdoor pass. Timing is great, and then that's a nice pass by Chaz Kelly.
Game has already been tied 5 times. Earl Grant told us that he thinks Kelly's a stabilizer. Do you believe him?
Yeah, he's been giving them solid minutes at the point guard position. It allows, again, Zachary and also Claudell Harris to play off the ball.
Kelly eyes the shot clock. There's 6 to shoot. No launch. McGlockton and out of bounds off of BC despite the fine hustle by Devin McGlockton. Every Thursday we have a women's basketball doubleheader for you right here on ACC Network and the ESPN app. And this week, Isaiah James and number 6 NC State take on Hannah Hidalgo and number 16 Notre Dame at 6 Eastern. And Elizabeth Kintley at number 12 Virginia Tech hosts Duke. Kenny Payne trying to rally his team, and it feels like that they're just trying to still get out of that abyss. They're 2-1 in their last 3. They've shown some signs, though.
They really have, and right now, though, the refs are going to take a look at that last play. Now, again, I think they're looking to see if there's any type of hook or hold right here. Again, Post and James, it looks like they got tied up, and yeah, they might get him. Yeah, again, that's a dangerous play there. And that certainly would be a huge a blow for Boston College. Again, obviously, any type of flagrant foul. And they may get him for that. Again, from that angle right there, it looked like he held on. There might have been a little bit of a hook. Certainly a dangerous play. Again, right here, again, 2 guys lobbying. Now, again, right there, you can't tell. James is holding on as well.
It's a wrestling move.
Yeah, I mean, that certainly definitely looked like a little WWE on both parts, but
when Post is out of the game, the opponents have capitalized. When he's in, he's a defensive presence, and that's one thing about his arsenal I know that you like is the fact that he can play defense effectively.
Well, again, that's there's been obviously a lot of NBA scouts watching him. He's a 7-footer. Make no mistake about it. They're here because his ability to step out on the perimeter and knock down threes. That obviously is the key thing that separates him. But he does a lot more than that for this Boston College team. Excellent passer and also obviously providing them rim protection.
And sometimes the composure and lack thereof has been an issue for him, as Kenny Payne and Earl Grant will talk to the crew chief, Roger Ayers, and get an explanation about where this is headed. Do you think it's a flag?
Well, I think it's probably more about cleaning this game up. It has gotten physical. It's been physical from the get-go. But I think that's more, hey, look, we're gonna clean this game up, and we're gonna get an explanation right now.
It is a flagrant 1 foul against Quinten Post, as Jamel Spearman just gave us an explanation. So Mike James will have 2 shots.
And
he's playing without Zachary right now, too, who has 2 fouls.
And it's the right call. Again, he's held. It's a classic hook and hold right there. It's a dangerous play. I think, though, the conference of the 2 coaches is more, hey, we're going to clean this thing up. It's starting to get a little chippy. Guys are chirping after, and they want to clean this thing up. 6:12 to go in the first half, and they're going to clean it up. And I think it's an excellent job by the refs.
Yeah, it's much better to stop things and give each coach a warning than it is to let it go.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're going to...
See how both teams adjust. UC's made 5 of its last 6 shots. Louisville's shooting close to 50%. And at the point, Tyler Johnson's been a big part of that. James in the lane. Huntley-Hatfield so active on the offensive glass, and he traveled. Another turnover against the Cardinals. That's their 5th. They average 13 per game.
Well, Louisville, 7 offensive rebounds in this game. Again, they are relentless on their attack of the offensive glass. Boston College is going to have to continue to put a body on a Louisville player every time the shot goes up.
Malik Bay ran into Tre White. Here's James. Louisville's 5th in the ACC in offensive rebounds per game. Think about the confidence they have after that win against Georgia Tech. 28-7 run to close the game. And there's another big bucket by Tre White. White, a competent shooter. He has 11 points, 3-point Cardinal lead.
A former USC guard and a Pac-12 all-freshman team. A big pickup, and he's a guy, again, I like his pull-up game. Excellent elevation and release point.
Devin McGlockton, the 3. That's the 4th of the game for the Eagles in 9 attempts. McGlockton, 32% from 3 this year. That's only his 13th triple.
And that's where Chaz Kelly has grown. That's a nice read to find a shooter in the corner.
Uncontested shot for Huntley-Hatfield. High percentage. Post laid off him.
I really like his game. Again, a big body, and like Post as well, too. He's got soft touch for a big.
Post trying to back in. Kelly, 3. And the rebound for White. Louisville, clear emphasis on running. Hatfield. Crossover by White on Prince Aligbe. Knifing through and did the hard pop, but missed the easy one. Aligbe, the runner. Too quick for your liking? And that will bring us to a timeout, but Devin McGlockton with range.
All set up by Chaz Kelly. McGlockton with the 3. Louisville still on top, too.
Love is in the air at Toyota.
Prominence. He's Malcolm Huckabee. I'm John Mita Perrella. Producer Russ Kent. Director Mike Baker. An outstanding crew. Claudell Harris, too strong off the glass. Payne the rebound. Here comes the Cardinals. Mike James has got it. That's a 2-pointer. Foot was on the line, but Louisville now on a run.
You can't run offense, transition offense any better. Really impressive. Tyler Johnson. That's a great lead pass to James. The ball barely touched the ground. Wide open 3 again. That is just textbook transition offense. Again, right here, you get a stop, team rebound, put it out. 1, 2, 3, not even 3 dribbles. Throw it ahead for a wide open jumper. Show that on replay for young players how to run transition offense.
Post, his strong half continues. He has 14 to lead all scores. He's made 6 out of 7 shots.
That's great action that time. Again, they not only just posted him up, put him in ball screens, and then rolled him away. Again, he's such a tough matchup for opposing bigs because of that ability right there. And I like this changeup by Earl Grant and Boston College. Go to a 2-3 zone, try to force Louisville into some jumpers.
Fadeaway by Huntley-Hatfield. He has 8. The thing about Louisville, their last 3 games, they've been spreading the scoring around. It's not just one guy.
Yeah, their last one, 6 guys in double digits. And we talked with Kenny Payne about that. And he said, look, that is how he wants them to play, not just one guy getting all the action offensively.
McGlockton, double on the baseline, and flummoxed by it. Here comes Johnson. 3 hoisted by James. He's got it. Mike James, 5 of the last 6 shots have been good. And a 7-point Cardinal lead. The largest of the game was 8.
What a read by Johnson. Again, he has played an excellent floor game for Louisville.
Madsen, the flat 3 and a steal. Turnovers are piling up for the Eagles. This is Curtis Williams, a freshman they like a lot.
Well, it's easy to see why they are so high on Tyler Johnson, the guy with the ball, number 4. Look how quick he is.
And the rejection by Post.
But Post said no way. But right here, back to the previous. Again, look at the patience. This is a freshman point guard. Let the play develop in transition and then find your shooter on the perimeter. That's 2 transition threes, all set up by Tyler Johnson's reads.
Post already has 4 blocks. 3 is good. Curtis Williams, first triple of the game, largest lead of the night. 10 points for Louisville. They're on an 8-0 run, 12-2 over the last 3-10. Jaden Zachary playing with 2 fouls. That was a wild shot. Payne the rebound. Johnson with 5 assists. Another 3. Williams and the rebound for Quinten Post. Madsen thought about it. Instead, the runner is good and a foul. Mason Madsen, 11 for 22 from the field his last 2 games.
Yeah, he has been playing really well for Boston College. Again, because it's a 3-point shooting ability, he has guys running out at him. That's a smart play. Nice little head fake. Great body control and 1. And that's a big bucket to stop this run by Louisville, by Madsen.
Second foul on Alexander Payne, who heads to his father Kenny's bench. The softball season rolls on with the Shriners Children's Clearwater Invitational. ACC Network is the home for these 5 games starting Thursday morning at 11 Eastern. North Carolina and Kentucky will start our day, and then the final matchup will be Sunday morning with the Tar Heels taking on Washington. Don't miss a pitch on ACC Network.
Boston College shows a little full court pressure, trying to slow this Louisville team down.
James, the drive, post the board. Claudell Harris, McGlockton, he's got it. So a mini run for BC as the counterpunchers continue. And Louisville will hold for the final shot of the half. Where are they going?
Well, again, this guy with the ball in his hands, he has been impressive. The freshman, Johnson, I'd put him in some type of ball screen action and then let him go make a play.
There's your man, Johnson to Huntley-Hatfield, and contact. Huntley-Hatfield, what a target for Johnson, who has 6 assists, and that's 10 points for Huntley-Hatfield.
And Johnson's got 6 assists in this game. Again, his ability to make reads really has been impressive to go along with his speed. Again, that's just a great read. Draw the defense in and then kick it to your big and 1.
Foul on McGlockton is first. Eagles have McGlockton, Kelly, Post, Harris, and Madsen on the floor, and the 3-point play connects for Huntley-Hatfield. Madsen, full 94 feet, calling for help from McGlockton. Matson gets it back. Harris, 3. Rebound, Huntley-Hatfield, and that will do it for the first half. We had 7 lead.
The big issue, though, now defensively, I like when they went to zone. Let's see the adjustments that Boston College makes to come out to start this second half.
BC in the white jerseys, Louisville in the black. Officials Roger Ayers, Lee Cassell, and Jamel Spearman. Tre White, he had a terrific first half. The USC transfer to Huntley-Hatfield. Lob doesn't connect, and Matson comes away with it. Matson, 3rd start of the season, a 3, and transition is good.
What a swing of events. Louisville looked like they were going to get a lob dunk to start the second half. They don't convert, and then Boston College, Matson goes down the other end, starts it off with a 3.
Eagles' 5th 3 of the night in 13 attempts. Johnson playing 20 minutes in the first half. Skips a pass out of bounds for Caleb Glenn, but the steal by Matson triggers the pass break.
Great team defense that time. Matson with the steal, and one of the better three-point shooters right there, Matson, burying a 3. Excellent start of the second half for Boston College.
Matson 43% from 3. Here he is on the curl from McGlockton, wide open in the lane.
Earl Grant talked about the first 5 minutes of the second half is key for his team. He has to be pleased with how they come out to start this second half. Now only trailing by 3.
McGlockton at double figures, 5 for 5 for the field, one of the ACC's best shooters. And before the shot went up, a tie-up and BC basketball. Jump ball, Eagles, quick hands.
And that's excellent individual defense by Jaden Zachary again. James and all the other wings for Louisville, very physical in that first half. That time Zachary holds his ground, comes up with a turnover.
Zachary quiet in the first half, a product of playing with 2 fouls. Transfer from Chipola Community College. McGlockton misses his first shot of the night, but a foul on the Cardinals. That's on Brendan Huntley-Hatfield. Jaden Zachary, last 3 with 12 points and 4 assists, and he drops dimes like Malcolm Huckabee back in the day.
Well, I'll tell you what, credit the coaching staff of Boston College. They did an excellent job. His progression under Earl Grant and staff, he's just continued to get better.
What a takeaway. Tre White denying the ball, and almost a steal by Claudell Harris. Louisville with 24 to shoot. Harris voices his contention. Zachary can also shoot the 3s, and there's some familiar names on that list. Who's number 5?
But I tell you what, Dana Barrow's one of those guys up there, one of the best to do it. Howard Isley, one of my teammates as well. I think that's going to be key, though, for Boston College. Can they get somebody else besides Post shooting the ball from the perimeter? That's going to be key.
Tyler Johnson, cerebral point guard, 6 assists in the first half, his season best 11 in that game against Florida State, where he had the best stat line, one of the best in school history, when he put up 27 and 11 assists.
I really like his game. So impressive, Johnson. His assist, his court awareness, and then his ability to finish in the paint that time on display. Future very bright for that young man. Again, love his speed, change of pace, but his decision-making really has been key.
Just called for the foul, his first. Madsen on the baseline. It's BC ball, 13 on the shot clock. The Eagles have only led for 5 minutes and 52 seconds. The game has been tied 6 times, so it's been a dogfight.
And the refs, again, they're going to have to clean this up again. It started off, and they shut it down in that first half.
And Post on the lob, but up and up and up. Offensive foul called on BC. Do you agree?
Well, again, I'd like to see the replay on that one. Who they got. Yeah, again, it might be because of the shoulder. Not sure he even needed to do that.
Called on Claudell Harris?
Yeah, and again, it looked like he threw a shoulder check.
In any case, can Louisville capitalize? They do. Tre White, deadly when distant.
He has been impressive in this game for Louisville. That's 14 points for him now. Mid-range, that time, though, showing off the three-point range.
Just think about what they do on a nightly basis. 4 players in double figures. McGlockton pops one from 15 on the wing.
Oh, we've seen excellent offense, both teams. That time, Matson, again, stringing the play out.
Johnson shakes a defender. Good ball movement again by the Cards. Zachary fights for the loose ball rebound from Glenn. Like a blur, he runs into the defender. And that's a foul on Tyler Johnson.
Well, this is a heads-up play right here by Zachary. Again, Johnson backing up. He's just pushing the pace that time. And on the other end, a break for Boston College as well, though. And Louisville with a wide-open 3 off an excellent ball movement.
Johnson to the bench for Kenny Payne, replaced by Curtis Williams. Post for Harris. McGlockton. He's got another one. Last 6 games in double figures. Last 5, he's averaged 14 and 6 rebounds.
That's great body control by McGlockton. Again, the passing key. That time set up by Post.
Career 57% shooter, Devin McGlockton. But the pretty touch by Tre White, a confident shooter, much like many on this Louisville squad.
Well, they're just going at that matchup right now, him and Matson, and they're just allowing White to just work his way down. He's using his length and athleticism to raise up over him.
Harris counters with a 3. Claudell Harris has the 6th 3 of the game and 12 attempts for the Eagles. Williams launches. Matson, the weak side rebound. Post from 25. Oh my goodness. International waters. And he ties it up.
You cannot ask for better transition.
Game of the Eagles sparked by the 6'4" senior Mason Matson.
Impressed with his decision-making and assist. This one right here to McGlockton. And then in transition right here, string the defense out, heads up play by Matson, another assist. He's done a little bit of everything for this Boston College team. 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. And that stat line, again, is what Earl Grant and staff have talked about. Cannot just be Quinten Post. He wants more balance from all of his players on the offensive and defensive side.
He said they're looking for a breakthrough. What does that mean to you?
Well, I think it's really wins. And at the end of the day, they've had some close games, in particular at home. They have to close out games. Played a full 40 minutes.
Trailing by 8 at the half. They're 5-9 when trailing at halftime this year. They're 8-4 at Connie Forum. Huntley-Hatfield fronting Post. A double by McGlockton. 3 to shoot. Drive. And a shot clock violation. Good defense by the tenacious Eagles. And that brings us to our media timeout. It's nip and tuck with 14:35 to play. BC standout Stephon Mitchell is a first-year graduate assistant with Louisville at BC from 2017 to 21. He started 98 games, averaged 7 points, 8 rebounds. ACC All-Defensive Team selection in 2019-20. And after graduating, Mitchell played professionally in Germany and Norway, and he is a terrific young man.
Yeah, really terrific young man. Had a chance to speak with the Louisville staff about him, and they are thrilled. He actually still in great shape out there. We saw him going and shoot around, practicing with the team as we take a look at a beautiful pass again, this time by Zachary to the cutting McGlockton. Stephon Mitchell certainly had a great career at BC, and now in the coaching ranks, now on the Louisville staff.
First BC lead since they led 16-15. Defense by McGlockton, causing a turnover. So the Eagles becoming feistier, and Jaden Zachary, a great pass to Devin McGlockton.
Pinpoint passing. That all set up, though, by the spacing. Again, great spacing by Boston College, and then the cut on time by McGlockton. Beautiful finish set up by a nice pass from Zachary.
McGlockton, one of the most improved players in the league. He has 17 points. His career high is 30, set earlier this year. And a foul against the Cards. Here's Saturday's ACC Network men's basketball tripleheader. Number 7 North Carolina against Virginia Tech at 2 Eastern. Then Miami squaring off against these BC Eagles. And we cap the night with Louisville and Pittsburgh. McGlockton on the offensive rebound is called. A foul is called against Louisville. That's the first on Williams. So the Eagles gaining some more confidence on the offensive end. Why have they been better in this half?
I think a couple things. Obviously, the turnovers, that's the key thing. And how they started the second half, I think that's key. As you take a look at Devin McGlockton, the last 5 games really have been impressive for him. And overall, his progress at Boston College last season, 6 points per game.
Yep.
This year, up to double digits. And a lot of credit to Earl Grant and his staff, again, in the player development piece.
Yeah, they know they're a developmental program.
Well, they're going to need that, and I think the change-up, matching the aggression and also physical play that Louisville basically in that first half had, they matched that in the second half, and I think it's a big reason why they're up 4.
It's 10 points in the half for McGlockton. Johnson with the air ball. Here comes Jaden Zachary. Punched away by Johnson, and he's called for a foul. Much to the chagrin of the freshman guard, Kenny Payne, his second-year coach, and the physical nature of the game continues.
In this game, again, don't come in the paint. Do not be weak with any passes or rebounds. There are going to be guys coming to try to grab the ball from you. It has been a physical game. Post is bleeding, and again, that just shows you the physical nature of this game right here. Guys are going to walk out with a lot of bandages. The trainers are going to get a lot of work on both benches tonight.
Zachary to inbound. Donald Hand off the bench, and he hits it. First bucket of the night for Donald Hand, coming back from a hand injury. Eagles building on their largest lead at 6 points.
We saw him out here early, working on that before anybody else got out onto the court. That exact play right there, he was going over and over again with the assistant coaches.
In the half, the Eagles are 8 for 10 from the field. And Jamel Spearman, official, calls a foul. It's on Donald Hand.
And right here again, look at this cut. Footwork coming off right into his shot. And that's a beautiful set play out of bounds underneath. All set up, though, by an excellent screen by Post.
Johnson the inbound to Tre White. BC riding a 16-2 run over the last 3:45. And bodies flying once again. Lee Cassell calls an offensive foul. That's on Brandon Huntley-Hatfield. That's his second.
And, John, this is key right here. Again, 2 guys trying to block out. But right now, Boston College in a bonus situation. Again, and now Louisville may have to back off. Again, they've been very aggressive in this game in the passing lanes. If you're Boston College now, again, no need to settle for quick contested jumpers when you're in a bonus situation and a lead.
A 1-and-1 for McGlockton. When the rebound. Oh, by the way, when Louisville goes to the free throw line more than its opponent. They're 8-8. When they don't, they're 0-8. Tonight it's 5 out of 6 for Louisville at the line. BC's 5 of 6. And Glenn backing into the post. Lee Cassell eyed the big fella for the foul. Quinten Post whistled for it.
Caleb Glenn coming off a game where he had 9 offensive rebounds. And we asked Coach Payne what has been the difference, and he said, look, I gave him a date, January 15th. You're no longer a freshman, and I expect you to get it. He's got great size and great physicality.
Just kind of threw that date out there?
He just threw it out there, and again, he responded. 15 points, 9 offensive rebounds, 13 total rebounds, but 9 on the offensive boards.
That's the thing with Louisville. Think about some building blocks they have. I know it's been a rough few years under Kenny Payne at 12-44, but Tyler Johnson, Caleb Glenn, Williams, they're all building blocks, aren't they?
I think the key thing is they have a young team, but I've been impressed again with Johnson, some of their young pieces.
Harris, industrious, and it pays off for Claudell Harris. 7-point Eagle lead as Harris has 10 points, 1 of 3 in double figures.
And I like what Zachary did. Again, they denied Johnson trying to make somebody else run the point for Louisville to get the ball out of his hands.
Johnson flummoxed. Turnover. And at midcourt, Johnson and Zachary colliding. The chippiness continues.
And they're going to go take a look at the monitor and see what happened. Again, all I saw was bodies flying, and they had advantage, Boston College, on the other end. They're going to take a look at it, sort it out. Right now, though, Boston College still with a 7-point lead. Yeah, this game has been physical, start to finish. Take a look right there. Post, and then Harris with the hip check / shoulder check, and then this one right here breaking up a 4-on-1 break. Yeah, they called him for a flagrant 1, intentional tripping right there. And so Boston College is going to get 2 free throws and the ball back. And that is a huge swing of events. It could be potential 4 or 5-point swing.
Jaden Zachary hits the first. So there's 2 makes for the Eagles, who have their largest lead at 9. Third foul on Tyler Johnson, the flagrant 1. He's on the bench for Kenny Payne. Zachary has the ball. Zachary in the backcourt with Claudell Harris and Donald Hand. Devin McGlockton and Quinten Post up front. McGlockton. Okorafor corrals the loose ball rebound. He's played limited minutes off the bench for the Cards. BC's outscored Louisville 25-8 the second half. Glenn has been quiet. Take by White. Step back Williams. And Post engulfs the rebound.
And if you're Boston College right now, you want to try to run your offense through Quinten Post. Give him a touch.
Pretty move. Oh, ankle breaker by Jaden Zachary.
When in doubt, tee it up. Jaden Zachary, beautiful step back. And Louisville's offense seems stagnant with Johnson, the freshman point guard, on the bench. Just not flowing as smoothly as it was with him on the court.
Takeaway, Zachary, Donald Hand, and he lays it in. Eagles capitalizing on sloppy Louisville play. And you're right, Malcolm, it has been extremely off-kilter for the Cards. BC a 20-1 run over the last 5 minutes. They're up by 13. Cards in the ACC.
No doubt he is the heart and soul of this team right here. Beautiful step-back jump shot, and then defensively, he came into this game 143 steals, He is a second in the ACC. He is one of the more complete guards, physical guard for Boston College, and big reason why they're having success in this game right here. 8 points, 5 assists, but I think he has set the tone defensively for Boston College.
And that's where it's happened for BC. Much more juice for them in the second half. Trailed by 8 at halftime. You were calling for the necessary defensive adjustments.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, again, big thing for Boston College, they've also limited any turnovers that have put Louisville in transition. They've done a great job taking care of the ball, and then in their half-court defense, they made it difficult for Louisville.
White directing traffic. Their point guard Johnson on the bench. Moments ago, a flagrant 1 foul against him as James backs in, gets the rebound and puts it in. Mike James leads Louisville at 13.5 per game. He has 14 points. First bucket of the second half. 3 by Donald Hand. He rattles it home. The sophomore is giving BC some life.
Yeah, and he has played well for Boston College. And he and Tre White jarring with each other.
Huntley-Hatfield stops the 23-3 run.
Well, Hatfield has been impressive battling against Post. That time, again, both these bigs can shoot with soft touch from the perimeter for their respective teams.
And 7.5. Zachary, the energizer, punches it out of bounds, but Donald Hand got a nice look from Claudell Harris.
Yeah, right there, again, excellent offense. Get a paint touch off the bounce and then pitch it out for a 3. And the bench was loving that right there.
BC has 19 assists on 28 makes. 3 for Williams. Rebound pushed by Post. Here comes Hand. 2-on-1. And an and one. Donald Hand. 9 second half points.
Rebound, get a stop, and then get out in transition. Right here, 2-on-1 and 1. Eyes were on the rim. Great body control, and Hand has been the difference in this second half for Boston College. I believe his energy, both defensively and offensively, has provided a spark.
He's had some time to rehab from a hand injury. He had 16 points against Central Connecticut State earlier this year. The largest lead in ACC play this year at 15 points right now for BC. Traditionally a team that's had to come back. Huntley-Hatfield, he's been aggressive.
And a matchup of these two bigs going back and forth. Both of them can play off the bounce. Both of them can step out on the perimeter, and both can post you up.
And there's been some talking between Post and Huntley-Hatfield, jockeying for position. And 8th rebound for Huntley-Hatfield. Another name to remember, Huntley-Hatfield for Kenny Payne's Cardinals.
Yeah, he thinks he's one of the best post players in the ACC, and I would agree with him. He's been impressive in this game.
And there he is again, attempting the reverse lay-in instead of foul. That's on Quinten Post. Every Thursday, we'll have a women's basketball doubleheader right here on ACC Network and the ESPN app. This week, Isaiah James at number 6 NC State take on Hannah Hidalgo at number 16 Notre Dame at 6 Eastern. And Elizabeth Kitley at number 12 Virginia Tech host Duke.
Hatfield was supposed to be an impact transfer last year, struggled through a foot injury, but his last 15 games, he has been really good. 15 points a game, 8 rebounds, and shooting close to 60% from the floor.
Transfer from Tennessee as Post heads to Earl Grant's bench. Prince Aligbe checks in for the Eagles. Rebound, Tre White. Louisville shooting 49%. James on the run. And a tie-up caused by the pesky defense of Jaden Zachary. Donald Hand has been a spark for BC off the bench as he celebrates 10 points in the second half. It's been all BC in the second stanza. Dr. Martin Luther King in a 12-point BC lead over the 8-16 Louisville Cardinals. He's Malcolm Huckabee. I'm John Mita Perrell. We'll be back in these same seats on Saturday at 4 when BC honors great John Austin. His jersey will be retired. BC takes on Miami in a driving layup attempt by Mike James, but a foul against the Eagles. That's on Armani Mighty, who's off the bench, his first. But BC a dominant performance, Malcolm, in the second half, leading 35-15. Why is it happening?
Well, I think the adjustment for Boston College and how they started it. Again, I said this earlier. They've matched the intensity that Louisville had in that first half. I think another number, points in the paint. Boston College right now leads 34-24 points in the paint. That was the emphasis coming into this. Louisville does a great job doing this right here, what Mike James just did. Attack the paint, getting to the free throw line. Boston College has limited that in the second half.
And the two misses by James. And a foul on Louisville. That's on Caleb Glenn, the freshman, is first. And this tells you something where McGlockton and Hand have 20 points combined in the second half. Louisville has just 15 as a team.
Well, Boston College, again, has done a good job keeping Louisville out of transition. A lot of that, again, the freshman point guard on the bench, Tyler Johnson, after that flagrant foul has really not been a factor. I felt like he controlled the pace in that first half. Boston College really had difficulties keeping him out of transition. That has not been the case in the second.
Armani Mighty missing the two. Zachary guarding James. This is Glenn. His father played football at Louisville. Off the mark. And Jaden Zachary directing traffic, looking for help from Claudell Harris. He's muscles in for two. The Charleston Southern transfer over 1,000 career points, 14 tonight.
Yeah, Harris has been huge for Boston College. That time, tough finish in the paint.
Louisville shooting just 35% in the half. That one rims out. Cards have an 8+8 rebounding edge, but a foul flashing out on Armani Mighty on Mike James. Claudell Harris, effective.
Yeah, this right here, again, in transition, you got a one-on-one situation, and that's a tough floater through contact. And you look at what he's done tonight, 14 points. I think the big number, 2 of 3 from the three-point line. And they need his offense.
I think you talk to anybody, you want to talk about X factors. He's an X factor for BC. If he plays well, it should be a pleasant development.
Well, I think the key number, again, for Boston College, 4 players in double digits. It has not just been Quinten Post.
Glenn, no, Huntley-Hatfield. His perseverance pays off.
He's impressive. Remember that name. Again, he is a guy, 6'10", soft touch, and you can see his work, aggressive on the offensive glass.
And an offensive foul. It's on Prince Aligbe, the sophomore from Minneapolis. Team 7th first on Aligbe.
Yeah, that's an easy one for the refs to call right in front of him. Really no need. You've already done the dribble handoff. And again, ill-advised foul that time. Loss of possession. Now, the only good thing is it's not a live ball turnover. Tyler Johnson, the freshman point guard for Louisville, back into the game.
First turnover for the Eagles in 11 minutes. Johnson goes down. Looks like he is hurt.
Looks like he took a really tough shot against Zachary going after the ball. Now they're going to go take a look at it. Again, right here, he's trying to swipe the ball up. Yeah, he just got him right in the face.
Yep. Third on Zachary. First foul on Zachary in the second half.
He's trying to snack the ball up and unfortunately caught him right in the face. And hope that young man is okay.
Tyler Johnson, some anxious moments as Danny Manning is out there, Louisville associate head coach. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Come back to tell you more about it right after this.
So that last foul on Jaden Zachary upgraded to a flagrant one. That is obviously huge, but first and foremost, thoughts and prayers with that young man. Hopefully he's able to get up as he's up now. And yeah, and looks a little woozy, but again, Jaden Zachary, I think classy move, went over, check on that young man, and looks like they're going to take him back to the locker room.
Tyler Johnson struggling after the flagrant one. That's the third flagrant one foul of the game. Both teams have left it all out there. It's been more intensity than we thought. Entering this one, we knew it would probably be a high-scoring game. Louisville came in the last three averaging more than 85 points per game. They had 79 against Georgia Tech in their win Saturday. Earl Grant's Eagles have been playing some good offense as well, as White makes 1 out of 2. Louisville retains possession, but the chippiness has been interesting.
It is, man. I think, again, the refs have done a good job cleaning it up. First and foremost, obviously, going to hope Tyler Johnson, freshman point guard, who has been excellent for them in this game, that young man is okay. But now how Louisville moves forward without his court presence and ability to break down this defense, that's going to be key to close this game out, see if they can erase this deficit.
In the post, Huntley-Hatfield, beautiful pass for Glenn in the slam. Wow, what a pass by Huntley-Hatfield, who continues to excel. He's played a terrific game.
You can't ask for a better pass from a big right here. See the double, drop it off, and one with the dunk. Beautiful offense by Louisville.
And the foul on Post is fourth, Malcolm. Three-point play complete for Caleb Glenn, who has 6 points.
Key for Boston College right now. Again, you're in a bonus situation. If I'm Boston College, I'm giving Quinten Post a touch or anything going towards the basket. But don't settle for jumpers.
And the fadeaway. Not what you're looking for. He's been hot in the second half with 10. Louisville riding a 6-0 run. Here comes White. And a foul, says Lee Cassell, on the Eagles. It's on Hand, his second.
So bonus situation both ways again. Right here, nice head fake that time by White. Yeah, right there again, good call by the ref. Lee Cassell right on that. And again, if you're Boston College, that's not a good foul. Again, you don't want to stop the clock and then obviously put them on the free throw line. Chance to set up their defense, and Matson checks back into the game right now for Donald Hand.
Teachy moment for Donald Hand. 6-point BC lead. They led by as many as 15.
Well, Boston College has gone away really from Post again. I try to get him a touch and then let him go to work.
Harris for 3. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. White the rebound. Plus 13 rebound edge for the Cardinals. Good ball movement. Williams. And a punch away. Here comes BC. Post to Harris. He's got it. Claudell Harris. That is his third three of the night in 5 attempts. He has 17 points.
Unselfish basketball in transition. Post passed up a jumper to give up for a wide-open Claudell Harris.
Look out. Huntley-Hatfield always seems to have an answer. 20 points for Huntley-Hatfield to lead all scorers. And he's playing with 3 fouls. Good matchup between Post and Huntley-Hatfield. Under 4 to play. Post wants it. Trying to back in. 2 to shoot. The hook shot. No. And the rebound for Glenn. Cranked it up.
You'll live with that offensive possession if you're Earl Grant.
White against Madsen. 50-50 ball off of Jaden Zachary. But Claudell Harris has given BC some more juice.
Unselfish basketball by Boston College.
Hang on to win its 5th ACC game. In our game summary, Louisville had that 10-point lead, but the Eagles have been extremely efficient offensively, Malcolm, since that point.
Yeah, I think also keeping Louisville off the free throw line, that has been huge. Louisville only 17 free throws in this game. Boston College 21, and I think the offensive rebounds, in particular in the second half, have been limited by Boston College. They've done a great job on the defensive glass.
Last 3:23 for Kenny Payne and company. See if they can continue to claw back in this one. Huntley-Hatfield, a huge night with 20 points. Both teams in the double bonus. And that's a foul on Mason Madsen. Second on Madsen. Tyler Johnson, the man on your screen, is available to return after he suffered an apparent nose injury. Does have 3 fouls, but 10 points, 6 assists, and 4 steals. And a huge part of the Louisville attack as Huntley-Hatfield is off the mark.
Yeah, he missed a free throw, but I've been impressed. His footwork when he catches it in the post, quick feet. He knocks down the second free throw, and he has been impressive. And then right back into the game, Tyler Johnson, he has really been effective for Louisville. As you take a look at the foul trouble for Louisville right now, trying to close this game out. 3:05 to go.
Zachary, yes sir. Confident Jaden Zachary in the post. 10 points, 5 assists for Zachary. A 3 from the wing by James, and the rebound for Post.
That's a break, though, by Boston College. Again, they just left James wide open.
Madsen and Post both passed up open shots.
And that's smart. Again, run clock. No need to shoot the first 3 you get.
There's a 3 for Madsen. You've been loving his game tonight.
Impressive again. Passed up the 3. Post passed up the 3. Understanding time and possession. Run some clock. End result, another open look. Beautiful execution.
Made his 3rd start, and he sparked the Eagles. Out of bounds, off of the Cardinals.
And Roger Ayers just called a double technical on Zachary and Tre White. And again, they're going to clean it up. It has been physical. Guys have been jarring, and that's a good call. Again, they need to clean this up.
Yeah, the first half, they brought both coaches together and warned them. But there's been a lot of discussion between the 2 teams.
Right now, again, if you're Louisville, you don't want to get beat long. Boston College, obviously, you need to take care of the ball in this situation.
McGlockton dribbling like a point guard. Good handle by the sophomore from Cumming, Georgia. Deliberate Eagles offense. Under 10 to shoot for Zachary, baseline. 3 for Post on the clock. And White corrals it. 90 seconds to play. Huntley-Hatfield. McGlockton has it.
McGlockton has been huge for Boston College in this game. That is his 5th rebound, 19 points, efficient 8 of 10 from the floor.
You see killing more clock. And there you have it. How about another 3? Claudell Harris, 20 points. He's made 4 threes in 6 attempts. And a slam for White. Timeout Louisville, 30-second timeout. But the Eagles up by 12, and Harris combining with McGlockton on for 39 points.
Well, this right here, again, beautiful step-back 3 by Claudell Harris, and he has been the X factor. But you look at the stat sheet for Boston College, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different Boston College players in double digits. That has been the key in this game. Earl Grant, when we spoke to him before the game, he said, yes, Quinten Post gets a lot of credit, a lot of attention, but we're better when we have a stat sheet like this. And I think that message was received for Boston College, in particular in the second half.
Yeah, they got the memo as they've outscored. McGlockton and Harris have outscored Louisville 39-28. Coming up Thursday night, 10 Eastern, after our women's basketball doubleheader, the Nothing But Net crew will break down the day in the ACC with highlights and analysis of every game, plus a look ahead at the best matchups on the schedule in the coming week. Coverage you can only find in one place, on the ACC Network and the ESPN app. Can you imagine what Caitlin Clark is doing for Iowa? 1,000 career assists, 3,000 career points. That's the only player in college basketball history with those numbers.
Unbelievable. And she's almost, I'm going to say, she's unguardable when she's on fire. And she'll hit from anywhere across the court. Really remarkable what she's doing. And as you take a look, though, at this balanced scoring attack for Boston College, led by Devin McGlockton, obviously Post, you know, he's going to put up good numbers for you. But I think it's been the balance that Boston College has shown. That's been the difference in this game.
It's exactly what Earl Grant ordered out of this Eagles offense. And similarly, Kenny Payne's got production from 4 guys in double figures, led by Huntley-Hatfield and White, 21 each. But Eagles have been red hot in the second half, and a foul approaching the timeline. Mason Madsen hounded by Tre White. Two shots for Mason Madsen.
Well, he's known as a shooter, Madsen, and yes, he does that well. A guy that's above 40% from the three-point line. But for me tonight, his assist, he set his teammates up for some easy looks. Again, he draws a lot of attention coming off screens. But the floor game that he played, setting his teammates up for easy opportunities, was impressive.
Last time the Eagles scored 85 or more points was at Georgia Tech when they scored 95. In a win, Johnson with the 3 and Post the rebound. Here comes Madsen. There's a 3-second differential shot clock, game clock. McGlockton, red hot, misses the bunny. Johnson the drive, and he converts. Eagles eliminated Louisville from the ACC tournament last year, and with 6 Eagles in double figures in a sterling second half effort, that's going to do it. as BC walks away with an 89-77 win to secure their